Those that are easily shocked should be shocked a little more often. Vinyl Guru in the house. Now, here to talk to you about more rare records, because let's be honest, there can never be an influx of records, rare records. Never. So, let's give it a twirl. Vinyl Guru, Vinyl Guru. Vinyl Guru. Let's do this. I'm gonna hit you with another top 10, but I will say that it won't go in any particular order as I do have things to do, like groceries. Okay, first one up to bill here is Tricky, Angel with Dirty Faces. This is TripHop geniusness. I do love Tricky. This is for fans of Portishead and Massive Attack, more Chiba. You will love this if you're into that kind of trip-hop Bristol sound. This one in particular, though, is a limited numbered edition, whatever number that was. But let's take a look at some of the shmoney prices for this. Okay, we're looking at cheapest $30, medium price $64, and the highest price is $280. I'm assuming that the highest price was probably because somebody might have had a really low number and maybe justified that price. But there you have it, Trip Hop Classic. Now, this next one here is extremely new. This record came out about a month ago, and it came out on a limited of 500 of these. This is number 160. This album is by Snow Alegre. This is all the feels again. She looks extremely Sade-like, I have to say, in this picture. But this is more along the lines of that R&B soul kind of thing. Really great stuff. Just really great stuff. Of course, mine is the signed numbered version, up to 500 only that they made of this. So this is definitely worth a pretty penny, all right, already from now, and it's only been a month ago. Now, the lowest price that this went for was $148. Medium price, $197. And the highest price, $210. So, damn. Now, this next one here is by a king. This is the king, a king to many. He is the ruler of all musicians, the musician's musician, the golden eye, the grand dame. This is my Eiffel Tower. Mr. King David, the DB, the diamond, David Bowie. This is ours. This album came out in 1999. Not a real favorite to many, but I do love this track, this album. It's got some heavy hitters on this for me personally. But anyway, this is a reissue that came out. I love RTI. You guys are killing it, guys. But it came out in 2005. It's the Friday Music Press version. Now this is already getting a pretty penny. It's only been out a few years now, and it's already being asked for quite a bit too. Lowest is for $40. Medium price is $70. The highest price is $220. And actually now, people are asking for the higher amount now. I guess that must have been in the early days of those lower asking prices. So it's just she flying. This next one I don't want to be judged for, because I listen to a vast wonderful amount of music, okay? I do not want to be judged for this, but here we go. Dua Lipa. Self-titled record, phenomenal stuff. I gotta say, I do love a catchy pop tune, okay? This was on the pink marbled variant. This is a very limited press because there's very few that were signed. So this one goes for some coin. Now the pink one that wasn't signed, the cheapest went for, went in the early days, went for $30. Medium price $55, but the highest went for $220, and I'm assuming that's because that was the signed versions here. So, Dua Lipa. catchy. Now this is gonna be a really interesting segue from Dua to this, but I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite albums of his. This is the Coltrane record with Johnny Hartman. Now this is the Org edition. I love another one of those great audiophile label groups amongst the greats. Org put out this reissue, I believe it around 2005-ish. Wow. Great stuff, great edition. This is a phenomenal LP though, wow. Killer collab, killer. Let's look at some of these prices though for this version here. Okay, so actually it was 2004. Sorry. Okay, so 2005, I was right though, because I remember when I bought it, okay? Shish. We're looking at the lowest price, $91. Medium price, $174, and the highest price is $280. Pretty coins. I mean, that's almost the same price as, say, the original copy. Now, this next one is by an artist I take far too seriously. What a phenomenal artist. I mean, she is one of the greats. I would pin this one up there. I mean, in 10, 20 years, she's a legacy act. That's it. It's a wrap. This is the test press version of her latest LP that came out. Does indeed say slut on there. No, I'm just kidding. This is her album that it came out off of. This is her St.Vincent, Mass Seduction, the latest album of hers, Annie Clark. This is phenomenal. This woman, sheesh, excellent guitar virtuoso, plays it like she's tickling a noodle bar. Great shit. Now let's look at some of the prices for this particular copy here. The lowest price that we're looking at is 1/4A. Medium price $280, and then highest price $282. So, geez, these ain't cheap. They're not cheap because there was only about 20 that were ever really surfaced or put out there into the universe. So, now this next act came out with a debut album that came out in 2014. Really strong album. I loved it, so hence why I flew on it and picked it up. Like I was on it once I seen the pre-order for it. This act is called Banks, and this is the red edition that was also signed. The signed red edition. This goes for a pretty penny now. This is her first album, and let's check out some of these prices. Okay, so we're looking at the cheapest price is $98, medium price $154, highest price $280. Hello. Banks definitely taking us to the bank in order to cop it. So there you have it. Next record that we have up here, 1968, a Psych classic. I do quite love this record. Now we got Morel Frankhauser and his trusty MS Bounty. This record is on the original Shameless label. Orange original Shamely. This is some great stuff. This album's pretty risky, honey. I mean, it's a giant big nipple. Great stuff, man. This is the original press of it, original US stereo press of it. Beautiful. Let's look at some of these prices though. Okay, so the lowest it sold for is $65. Medium price $130. Highest price $234. And it's actually selling on the higher end now because, of course, the universe. But beautiful stuff. Check it out if you are a Psych fan. The next one that I am going to be talking about is one of my favorite acts as well. Kate Bush, best female artist of all time. This is the single file. This came out from 78 to 83. Now this had two versions. There was the limited numbered edition version, and then there was the one that wasn't numbered. Regardless, they are still both worth quite a pretty penny because they did only make a certain amount of them. They were still limited regardless. Anyways, let's look at some of the prices on this. So the lowest it went for is $65. Medium price 150 and the highest is 311. And it's just essentially, it's like a little slip box you go through, pick a couple of LPs, but this greatness. Alas, that sums up the end of this video. You know what to do. Let me know in the comments below if you have anything that goes up to par in terms of rarity and lovely limitedness, variantness, and all that ooh la la sensation. Comment below. Let us know what you have, buddy. Now, I see you made it to the end of the video, and I do applaud you for it. Come on, everybody. Come on. Join in. Listen. You don't want to forget the one thing. You do want to hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell if you want to see all the chaotic things that roam about in this wonderful pussy palace. So please, subscribe and don't forget to hit that damn button. Subscribe and don't forget to hit that gorgeous button. Yeah.